Happy Friday, YouTubes! Crimson Moose here for episode 2 of my new vlog. Um, it's a pretty hot day here where I live in Springfield, America. Uh, okay, so still no editing, and that may be a blessing and a curse that I'm so incapable of editing on my computer. Windows Movie Maker is all that I have right about now, and it does not accept the files that I upload. So we'll just have to deal with no editing for now. Um, so yeah, it's Friday. Happy weekend, guys. I don't know how often I'm gonna update these vlogs. Maybe it's gonna be daily if I have something to say, or maybe it's gonna be completely random. I don't know yet. So let's get down to business, if there isn't. I am obsessed with cooking shows. And I know I'm not the only one because there is a South Park episode where Randy Marsh is masturbating to the Food Network. So I know I'm not the only one with this obsession. I don't know what it is about watching other people cook that's so damn enthralling that you just have to watch them beat eggs and cut meat. I don't know what it is, but it is damn fun. I mean, anything from Good Eats to Iron Chef to this really weird show that came out last year, I think, but I just saw it yesterday called Sweet Genius, um, and Chopped, and America's Best Food Expert 2.0. But one that I'm watching that is very that is very fun to watch is a show called Hell's Kitchen. It comes on Fox. Am I allowed to say Fox? I don't know. But it's called Hell's Kitchen, and it's hosted by the Chef Gordon Ramsay. You may or may not have heard of him. He is probably the most entertaining person ever to watch on TV. Okay, the premise of the show is that he takes a bunch of these chefs and would-be chefs and splits them into teams to find the new owner, or I'm sorry, the new head chef of his new restaurant. There's always a new restaurant every year. I don't know how many restaurants he has, but they're in their 10th season right now. So he splits them male, blue team, and female, red team. And then they have to complete a a course for actual guests. They're probably actual guests. They act like they're probably actors. I don't know. But so they compete in opposite teams, and they most likely will fail because they have a British Chef Ramsay yelling and swearing at them the whole time. And that's why it's so entertaining because he just berates them to no end, and it is hilarious. He calls them fat cows. He calls them twats. The episode this past Tuesday, there's this there's this chef named Clemenza. He's a pretty big dude, probably pushing 300. He's a nice guy. He's very Italian, and he messed up cooking. I don't know what it was. I think it was Wellingtons, and he messed them up so much so he like chopped them up and messed them up so he threw them away. So in the end, he ran out of Wellingtons, and he had to tell the chef. So he made him go out to the dining area and let the people know that it was his fault that he ran out, which I think was good because he screwed up a lot of times. And he came back, and Chef said something to the effect of this baby rhinoceros screwed up the whole service for the blue team. Now it's not funny now, but if you can go back, I'll try and find a clip. It'll be most likely around my face, where Chef called him a baby rhinoceros. It's probably the funniest thing that I've ever seen on that show. Uh, it had nothing to do with cooking actually, and that's probably what makes these shows so enticing, that it rarely has anything to do with cooking. But the other half of it is that there is food in front of you, food that you can't have. And in a way, it's torture because you get these beautiful dishes of meats and fruits, and you can't eat them. And I wish there was just a button on the side of your sofa, like the true fatty that everyone is, fatty at heart. Then you just press it, and then whatever's on the screen just pops up in front of you, and you can just dine and eat and judge with the rest of the panel. So that's my obsession with food shows. It didn't just start. It started about 4 years ago when I started watching the show Good Eats, and I know I can never do it because I am a complete klutz in the kitchen. But that doesn't stop me from believing. I will crack eggs and beat them like I'm on a show. I would just beat those eggs like I'm doing something special and put them in a pan and just commentate. I may be crazy. I've come to accept the fact that I'm probably mentally insane. But you know what? This mentally insane chap can beat eggs. Segway. All right. So I'm gonna start this new thing. Uh, it's called the website of the day. It may not necessarily be a new website to some of you people, but it will be for some. The website is called Imgur or Imgur. I pronounce it Imgur because I don't give a fuck. I heard it pronounced two different ways. I'm gonna call it Imgur. You can get the link below at the bottom, and you can also click here, click that box there, and it'll take you to a site. The site is full of, you can probably click on it now and just listen to me commentate. The site is full of hilarious user generated pictures. The pictures are often funny and other times offensive, but that's the internet. What are you going to do? You can comment on them, and you can upvote them. There's a little green upvote arrow and a red downvote arrow. People shun downvote areas. People shun downvotes, and people shun 9gag. So do not get your pictures that you are getting from 9gag. The best thing to do is just to comment, and you are ranked by how many